welcome back to our channel, Los Tucs. Thank you so much for coming back, and a big shout out to every single person who has checked out our channel as well as subscribed and just been watching our videos. Honestly, we've been putting in work in doing these videos. Keep in mind, we both work. Samuel works 2 jobs and we still find time to kind of record, and I do all the editing, but we just tag team in doing this because we thoroughly enjoy it. So thank you again for all of the love and support. So today we are back with the 3rd and final part of our love journey. Yes, you heard that right. It is the last part. If you guys have not yet checked out part 1 and part 2, they will be listed down below in the description, or click on our channel and you'll see all the videos on our page. If you guys did not check out those 2 videos, then you will probably be a little lost during this video, because we're going to talk about things that maybe we said in there to kind of explain this 3rd part. Check it out. Those 2 videos did have a lot of things in them, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. Part 2 had way more than part 1.
Oh, for sure.
This last final part will also have a good amount. We will try to make it not as long as the other video, I promise. Actually, no promises. We really just wanted you guys to capture, you know, the journey along with us, and therefore we added all of those things so you guys can kind of see and feel like you were part of it. We're gonna get right into the video because there's a lot and we want to just squeeze it all together. So
as you guys remember, if you guys watched the previous videos, part 2 we ended in 2018 and we ended with Abby's graduation. As we mentioned, 2018 was a very good year, and it was a good year because later that year a big event happened, kind of transitioned into that. Abby and I had been together at that point for 4 years. In
May.
3 years and a half.
Yeah.
By the time the event happened. Later that year, Abby was ready since forever, but later that year I was ready to propose, ready more like myself, like financially ready and where I was in life and things like that.
Just overall.
Abby was ready since like maybe a year before. I was like, hold on girl, let me catch up.
He's like, wait for me real quick.
Hold up, you're like 2 laps in front of me. A few months after that, I actually started looking into some rings. I tried to slowly talk to her dad, which I feel like he kind of knew it was coming. He was just trying to avoid it. Luckily, thanks to God, a few months later, I was able to purchase a ring. She would always show me pictures, show me her Pinterest. She'd be like, oh, look, if you were to ever get me a ring, here's the type of ring that I want. And then she would change her mind like 20 times. And so I texted her dad and I was like, yo, pasta. I
was like, really?
Like, hey, I want to talk to you about your daughter. Can we talk? Oh, sorry, mijo. I'm busy right now. I'm at church. I got an event. All right, it's cool. Let me know. That
man is always busy, side note. He's always busy.
I don't take anything away from him being busy at church because he's on top of everything.
You're like, but we had to talk.
But I needed him to be busy with me, all right? We needed to talk. If you guys remember on the previous video, and I first spoke to him about being Abby's boyfriend, it took me a while for him to finally come around and say yes. It wasn't too much different here, but luckily it was a little bit quicker of a process of a decision. So he finally agreed to speak to me. I believe Abby was working that day and I ended up going over to her house. He was there at the house. Her mom was there too. Just being a little nosy.
That's my mama.
I know where she gets it from. Okay?
I'm gonna tell her.
He was in the backyard and I went to the backyard and I told him, I was like, hey, look, this is what I want to do. I have the ring. I want to propose. Can I get your blessing? And he was like, not yet. And I was like, bro. I was like, Father God. No. He basically just told me, look, before I say yes, I want you to go home, write down 5 goals that you wanna do, both by yourself and then what you wanna plan to do with Abby. And he was like, come back to me. We'll talk it over. We'll go over it and then I'll decide. I was like, all right, I'll be back in a week. 3 weeks later, we finally talked.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
I literally thought you talked to him a week later.
No. No, 2 or 3 weeks later, I went back to the house. I showed him the ring. He was like, oh, wow. And then he finally said yes. We were in the back. Your mom, again, being a little nosy. So he says yes, and he's like, all right, let's go inside. Let's go talk to my wife real quick.
I could picture you like so nervous.
Yeah, super. And so your dad goes, Laida, Samuel tiene algo que decirte. And I'm like,
You're like, ¿te quieres casar?
got on one knee and I was like, nah, just kidding. I basically explained everything to her too, and she was like, no. She was like, no. And then she looked at your dad, she was like, pues sí, no? So that's how that went. It went good. After that, I had the ring. I ended up giving it to Jessie, her sister, which she kept in her room hidden the entire time. Because when I talked to her dad, it was about September up until, which I'll give the dates right now, when I proposed. She had the ring hidden in her drawer. Months passed by, talking to her sister about some ideas of how to propose. I had 2 perfect ideas, and her dad ended up giving me the idea of doing it at your church. He texted me, he was like, hey, look, we're gonna have a Christmas dinner. How about you do it in front of the congregation? Now, at first I was like, bruh, like, really? Do I gotta do it in front of the church? And I thought about it, I was like, she's not gonna know.
Always like very observante? Or observant. So I feel like if he would have done it any other way, I would have probably caught on or realized. But literally, like how he said, that day was a Christmas dinner. It's a traditional type of thing at our church. I knew what the day consisted of. I knew why I was like looking all cute, dressing up, thought nothing of it.
The day came and it was December 9th. What helped me out was, since it was a Christmas dinner, we ended up inviting friends Alan and Gabby over. They had just gotten married in September, I remember. So we ended up inviting them over to the service. I ended up telling Abby, hey, I gotta go use the restroom. And so I go to our green room.
He literally took forever in the restroom. Like, towards the end, I was texting her, I was like, where are you? Like, you're missing the whole service.
She was like, you need to cut it. Hurry up. The way that we ended up doing it was her dad was preaching.
Eso es parte de lo que le estoy explicando esta noche. Casi 30 años. Usted dirá, pastor, que aguante. Pero Dios ha sido bueno.
He called the family up to use as an example. They lined them up, blindfolded them. So, you know, I bring everybody out.
Ha habido momentos bien difíciles, ha habido momentos donde uno tiene que llorar, ha habido momentos donde uno tiene que pedirse perdón. Mi hija, Kiasi, era la más tremenda. Con ella aprendimos cómo corregir. Creo que fue a la que más le di. Fue creciendo en los caminos de Dios y algo que siempre les inculcamos yo y mi esposa era a servir a Dios. Amén. Así que mi hijo Mar, ahorita hablo de Abby, pero mi hijo Mar.
My family and her family are up on stage with us, and our friends are in the front row. He tells everybody except Abby to, like, everybody takes off their blindfold except Abby. Her parents and my mom line up right behind her. Her dad goes, all right, take off your blindfold, look to your left. And what did she do? Look to the right.
Okay, I looked to the right because I saw his mom, and I was so confused.
Yeah, I think she was holding some flowers, no?
Yeah.
It's so unusual, it's frightening. You see right through the mess inside me, and you call me out to pull me in. You tell me I can start again, and I don't need to keep on hiding. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so like you to keep pursuing. It's so like me to go astray. Ooh, but you guard my heart with your truth, the kind of love that's bulletproof. and I surrender to your kindness. Oh, I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other, it's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. How real, how wide, how rich, how high is your heart?
I had no idea, to be honest. I knew Gabby and Alan were there. It wasn't like a hint or anything because we were together when we both invited them. Like, oh, come to the Christmas service, you know? Now, I didn't know everybody else was there. I think if I would have seen somebody else, then I would have been like, what? Like,
story, she actually almost saw somebody, I forgot who. They were texting me, they were like, hey, I'm here. If you're watching this and it was you, comment down below. I loved everybody who was there. I wish I could have invited more people. There was some people that unfortunately I either couldn't or just forgot, didn't have time. I was super nervous. It was a big day for both of us. I mean, not just for you, but
I can only imagine like how nervous Samuel was though. Because if you know T on a personal level, then you would know that he's very quiet. He could be loud at times, he could be outgoing at times. I think he just has to be like comfortable with like people he knows. Other than that, he's very like to himself. If he goes like over, he like sits on the couch, he's chilling, like doesn't really talk. He's just very like that. So everything he just said, like from talking to my dad all the way up to the proposal, I was like, what? Like so shook with Samuel, you know, because I just didn't think he would do it this way.
I mean, all the people, my family, friends, we love you guys. I, from the bottom of my heart, if you're watching this, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being there. A lot of you guys made that day special for us. My family too. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, that was that day. It was so memorable, so beautiful. I couldn't have pictured it any other way. Although as a girl, I think if you're watching this and you're a female, you can relate to always thinking of that day and how it's gonna be, what it's gonna consist of. Let me just tell you, like, don't overthink it. The way that your man does it, it's gonna be perfect because it just is, you know? Like, I think what matters is like what he says to you when he puts the ring on your finger. He's making a true commitment, you know, to love you and to be with you for the rest of his life. So yeah, it was beautiful. So now after that day, thank you, Samuel, for sharing all of that. The next day, I feel like is the most like, what just happened type of day. I was very taken back. I was like super happy. I was super emotional. I had all these feelings inside of me. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, did yesterday really happen? It was just like the next day after the proposal is like the one that hits you, I think. Let me know if you can relate because to me it happened. Then after that, literally we moved pretty, not fast, but like we got the ball rolling. Just to reference, we were engaged for 8 years. We were engaged for 8 months. So that means from December, and we got married in August of 2019. Like I said, we got the ball rolling. We started looking for vendors. We started looking for venues. We started just hunting, and it was one of the most beautiful times, I think, in our engagement. At least for me, it was.
Not really.
Why is your camera too shaky?
had so much fun. We would wake up like Saturday mornings and, you know, go look at this and go look at that. In the very beginning, to be honest, we had no idea what we were doing. We were just kind of looking and going by word of mouth of other people and friends that had already gone through it. Then, you know, along the months, we started to just book things. So we booked our venue. It was so beautiful. The venue is stunning, to be honest. What I loved the most was that it was only 3 minutes away from my parents' house. It was so funny. Long story like short, that's a museum. So I went there when I was like in kinder or first grade to like visit and like try on the clothes. It was so cool. It was like a full circle. I was there from like being a child, and then I got married there. We also booked like the catering company. We booked our florist. We booked
a band.
We booked so many things. A photo booth, a photographer. That engagement season was just like so nice. Honestly, no bad memories from it.
There were moments where we would get stressed, but
yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't go crazy because I mean, we were together. We were working on this together.
We were so happy that we were finally gonna be able to get married. Like something that we longed for, you know, throughout our relationship. We knew we were gonna get there, and it was like the day was here. Yeah, like he said, we did also DIY a lot of things. Not a lot of things, but certain things. So we would stay up and, you know, work on certain things, and it was... It was just a really good experience. So that's kind of like what our engagement kind of looked like. In between, we also had a photo shoot. We had 2 photo shoots actually. The first one was with...
It was our friend Marcos who did our engagement photos.
Mm-hmm. Those photos were the ones that we took right when we got engaged. We used those to send out our save the date. So we knew we wanted to send out save the dates, you know, for people who were not local. Yeah, he did that for us, and it was such a nice shoot. We then also had a second shoot with our actual wedding photographer, and her name is Vanessa. I will leave her Instagram right here because she is so bomb. She took our second set of like engagement pictures. We didn't use those specifically for like, you know, a save the date or even our wedding invitation, but we did use that for our online invitation sort of thing. So we had 2 different invitations. One was the paper invitation that we sent out to everybody actually, and the way to RSVP was to email us, or the second way was through a website. And we went along, and there was a couple more things that we did while engaged. So then in February, we asked our bridal party to, you know, join us on our special day. I believe I was the first one who asked the girls, and then Samuel did it like a week later or something like that. I can't really recall. I asked and picked the girls that I did because at that time, or at that point in my life, I was super close to them. I was super grateful to have them in my life. I still am. I'm just kind of referencing back to like that moment. So we each picked 7 people. So I picked 7 girls, Sammy picked his 7 guys. It wasn't easy to pick like the girls that I wanted because I love so many of the girlfriends that I have. I have different relationships with all of them. I just really truly value friendship and just girls and my girls and the time that we have together and just all the memories we've created. I bought cute little boxes. I just kind of designed and like put inside of each box what I thought fit like my girls. I also got them shirts. It was just so cute.
And then it was my turn. I ended up picking my guys. It was also a little tough. I ended up narrowing it down a little quicker than Abby. I wasn't as nice about asking. I ended up just asking them over FaceTime.
FaceTime, yeah.
Do you want to be my best man or what?
Wait, what? Hold on, bro. You can't just switch subjects like that. Wait. Hold. Time out. Wait, what?
You want to be my best man or what? For my wedding, fool?
What the? Are you serious for or what?
No, I was just kidding.
Wow, you're just kidding?
Hey, but yeah, you want to be my best man or what?
Yeah, I'm down. Hey, let's freaking go.
If you want to be one of my groomsmen for the wedding.
Oh, for sure, man.
Oh, what?
For sure, dude. Hey, I'm at your service, man. I'm honored.
Hey, if you want to be one of my groomsmen, Wayne.
Be down, bro.
Yeah?
Down.
I
Yeah, you have the honor.
Perfect. Like, do you want to be one of my groomsmen?
I have to?
I guess.
Alright.
I wanted to ask you if you want to be one of my groomsmen, fool.
I will. I'm gonna be in charge of your bachelor party, right?
You said groomsmen, alright? Chill.
I will. Yeah, way.
Alright, fool. Yeah, no, what?
The honor.
I asked you to be if you wanted to be one of my groomsmen.
Hey, man.
Damn, sick, vato.
Yeah, man. Of course, bro.
Oh, what? I wanted to ask you, if you wanted to be one of my groomsmen, fool.
Of course, bro. Definitely.
Nah, I'm just kidding, fool. It's something else. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, fool. Not for real. Yeah, I gave a little speech to each one, and then
You're like, my speech was nice.
my speeches were spot on. Once I was able to talk to them and ask them, they all said yes.
As you guys just saw the video, that was the video that we kind of just created for Samuel when he asked his guys to be his groomsmen. So,
And here is a picture of my ladies. Nah, I'm just kidding, my guys.
that was in February, and then moving forward, I mean, there was a lot of things in between, but then in June, I believe, June or July, it was my bridal shower. My lovely ladies did an amazing, beautiful bridal shower for me. I remember Samuel actually took me to, it was at my parents' house, so he took me to my parents' house, and I was so surprised. I was so like, I loved every single moment that we had during that day. A lot of the ladies that were there to this day mean so much to me. We had so much fun. We played games, we ate bomb food, we ate Hawaiian barbecue, and it was just such a good time. that each had our bachelor and bachelorette weekend. My bachelorette weekend, it was actually the weekend of my birthday, so I was in late July. We went to Las Vegas. When I tell you we had a blast, we had a blast. I cannot insert everything. We ate breakfast. We bought our stuff and now we are on our official way.
Ready.
Woo-woo. Here are the girls in the front, co-pilot, pilot. With the squad.
Okay, I need a tan hair.
But we had so much fun, you guys. Like, I've been to Vegas before, but that was probably one of the best Vegas trips I had ever taken. And it wasn't because like, oh, we were like super crazy, but it was because like it was just girl time. Like, we went with girls and, you know, like we just have a good time when it's just the girls. And I think we all needed that. And to this day, when we hang out, we talk about the Vegas trip and our bachelorette and just how much fun we had, and we wish we could redo it again.
And then I had my bachelor party. We ended up doing it at the Bay over there with the Bay. We had it in the Bay with Cuco. He invited us over to his pad. All the guys went because I think it was only 2 people.
Two people didn't go.
Nonetheless, we went. We had a good time. It was honestly chill. I'm not a very crazy like, oh my god, let's go party. I have a few pictures that we'll show you guys, and 3 very nice chill days with the homies, and it was fun.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Bachelor and bachelorette weekends were really fun, to say the least, and we will always remember it. We always talk about it, like whenever we bring it up and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, and so actually in the month of July, we ended up getting married by civil court.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up getting married by court. We went to the Orange County, one of the Orange County court offices. Our family ended up coming with us, and we were all there. They were our witnesses.
Yeah, literally just my parents and my siblings and us too, because my mom and my sister were our witnesses.
It was a very nice little experience.
You've been my glimpse of kingdom right from the start. And you got me touching heaven. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got me touching heaven. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It was really cute. Like, it was just us. Like, we just went. It was so fast. If you get married by court, like literally just by court, super fast. Within like 10 minutes, we were done. And so the reason why we got married by court is because my parents wanted to do a small church wedding before August, like our big wedding at church where we got engaged. You know, there was a lot of people who were at our engagement that unfortunately weren't going to be able to be at our wedding because of the amount of people we were inviting. So my parents had a small church wedding for us.
Yeah, yeah. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain.
wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly me, and it's me. How deep is your love? It's your love. I really mean.
When I say that wedding was so beautiful, and I told T, I actually told him right after, if that would have been our wedding day, like just that one and nothing else, I would have been so happy because it was just so beautiful. We loved it. His immediate family went to that, and then my whole immediate family plus our church family was there. August the 23rd. A few days, weeks before that actual day, we were just, you know, on top of it. We were cracking down on everything.
A lot of people think that ministry is on the pulpit, but that's not real ministry. Ministry is what you do on the floor.
Ooh.
So good.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Es que los hermanos ya pagaron por su soda. Ellos ya pagaron cuando dejaron su dinero en el plantel. Todos deben de tomar soda. Like, no, nomás son por los pastores. ¿Y quién son ellos? He looks at me and he's like, oh, pues tienes razón. Exactamente, solo prendí. Todos quedaron soda. Todos ganaron soda. Caso cerrado. You get a soda. You get a soda. You get a soda. Everybody gets a soda. Yes. You better pray for it. Come on.
Hey, shout out to Everybody was like, dang girl, you're on top of it. I was like, heck yeah, you only do this once, you know? It's gotta be perf. And side note, just for anybody watching this, if you're gonna get married, etc., that day is bound to have errors and mistakes, and you just have to be open to it. Like, you have to be open to knowing that something is bound to go wrong, and that's okay. You can't control it, you can't fix it, you can't change it. It is what it is. You keep enjoying your day.
It's okay to be a little picky, or as she said, particular about things that you can't control. Once you run into those things that you can't control, just don't stress over it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't allow it to run your day. Both you and your husband, or vice versa, you and your wife. You guys enjoy the heck out of that day with your family. Leave it aside. Worry about it after, or just don't worry about it at all.
Now, the day of our wedding day, how can I even put into words like this day? I think people will hear us, like, you know, talk about it. If you follow us on social media, check it out. If you don't, links are in the bottom in the description. There, you know, we here and there we'll share pictures of like that day and just stuff like that. And I know maybe for people who have been following us or friends, they're like, again, but that day is just like so memorable, especially, but like if you have a wedding day like the way we did, it was just so nice.
Inside, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain, and the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again, and you come to me on a summer breeze. And it's me. How deep is your love? It's your love. I really mean to love, 'cause we live in a world. For Mr. and Mrs. Who, come on! Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Hey, 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 hey. fools, yeah, breaking us down, yeah, when they all should let us be. Can we get some stand up in there? We belong to you, baby.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you when you know deep down inside I really do. Baby, you need to show how deep is your love. Is your love how deep is your love?
I really mean.
Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stops. Left foot, 2 stops.
To learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools. Breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong. Break the music, come on, say it. How deep is your love?
How deep is your love?
I obviously am not gonna put like the video that I created for our wedding day here because it's way too long. This video will be long. The video will be linked down below. It will be in the description bar. Click on that video. It's honestly a beautiful video in my opinion, and I've heard from a lot of people that they absolutely loved it. If you want to see what that day was like, literally just watch the video. You'll feel like you were there. Yeah, it was just beautiful. Like there's no other words. I can't explain like the whole thing because if not we'll be here for days. It was overall a day of my dreams at least. It literally was exactly what I pictured. It was exactly what I wanted. It couldn't have been more perfect.
It was, even with at the beginning it being a little crazy, but once the days like fully started, once everybody got to the venue, we started getting ready, we started seeing people come, because I'm sure Abby, the place you were at, which you'll see where she was at, she had a little view of people entering, and so I'm sure you saw people coming in. We loved it. That whole day from the beginning to the end, we enjoyed every single second. I loved it. The ceremony was gorgeous and the reception even better.
After our wedding ended around like 11:30 once we picked everything up. If you guys want more details about that, I can totally make another video of like what to expect, how do you prepare this and that. Just any questions that you guys have, leave them down below if you want, and I can totally make a video on that. But once we were done cleaning and stuff, we went to my friend Gabby and Alan's house and we had a little hangout, and we hung out with a lot of our friends. A lot of people came back to the place and it was just a super fun time. We had a blast that day. Didn't go to sleep till super late, literally like 3-4 in the morning, and the next day we had to be at the airport.
Did we even go to sleep?
Yeah, you're right, we actually didn't even go to sleep. We didn't have time. I remember Hiesi just took us to the airport because literally the next day we went on our honeymoon.
Yeah, we had it packed
like 2-3 days before.
Yeah, and so we basically just left Gabby and Alan's, went home, picked up our stuff, dipped.
Well, for our honeymoon, we the chance to go to Cancun.
Just let the music come from my soul.
It was so beautiful. When I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. So worth it, worth every single penny. We went for a week. We did a few excursions and
yeah, I can't wait to go back.
literally we talk about it all the time. Like, we have to go back, we have to go back, we have to take my parents. Like, so amazing.
It's a little tough right now, but as soon as we get the green light, I think we're gonna plan a trip.
Yeah, had a beautiful quality time together. We ate so much on our trip. We were like, let's do it. We had room service, free room service. It was inclusive.
We had an all-inclusive, so they had like 4 restaurants. One was a buffet. Another one they had some bomb tacos.
We literally ate tacos every day. So then we came back after a week and literally we just got full force into it again. We went back to work. We just, you know, got back into the routine of things. We lived with my parents in one room. We actually had 2 rooms. We rented 2 rooms at my parents' house. Lived there for about a year, a little over a year actually. It was great. Like, we loved it. We loved living there. We never had a problem. My parents have been beyond helpful from the very beginning to the very end till now. Even we don't live there, they're just amazing. They've been really great to us and we couldn't be more grateful and thankful to them for everything.
Yeah, it was awesome living with them. I know some people say don't live with your parents, but it's up to everybody. For us, it went really good.
Yeah.
As she stated, her parents were super supportive of us, of what we wanted to do. They allowed us to stay there and we're grateful. And now we actually live on our own.
Yes.
We, after the time frame she said, about a year, a little over a year, we were blessed to be able to move out. We have our own apartment, which you guys have seen snippets here and there.
Yeah.
And we're loving this journey now. Being by ourselves, being with little Beanie.
There was no reason behind why we moved out, by just the simple fact that we wanted to experience what it's like to live on our own, you know? I have personally lived at my parents for 27 years of my life. So we thought, you know, what's a better step than to, after a year of being here, we're financially able to, we're steady, we have good jobs, you know, we have good income coming through, than to give this a try. And now we're here, we love it. We've been here for almost 6 months, 5 months, 6 months. And it's been great. Like, being us with Bean, we absolutely love it. And if you're thinking about it, do it. Like, it's worth it. You honestly also grow with your partner. This journey is like another type of journey, you know? You're like adults. And it shows you a lot of responsibility. It shows you tough work and dedication really brings you out on the other side, you know, when you're doing this on your own. So it's so worth it though. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful now new journey that we're taking, and we couldn't be more happy with where we are at this very moment. So that is our journey, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking through part 1, part 2, and now part 3. We appreciate you guys so much. We don't know what the future holds for us. We just know that we're gonna be together and we're gonna do it together, whether that be staying here. We have been thinking about maybe going back with my parents. We have been thinking about maybe purchasing a home. We have been thinking about so many different things, but just know that in whatever stage you are at, whether it be single, boyfriend, girlfriend, engaged, married, it's only as perfect as you make it with your significant other, with your husband, with your wife. I couldn't picture life with another person but my husband. And it doesn't matter where we're at or what we do, as long as we do it together and we're happy and there's respect and there's love and there's all of the above. So
yes, I agree with everything that she says. I mean, I've loved this journey from the beginning up to now. I mean, we've had our own independent struggles, but we've grown in as a couple.
We've come a long way.
We've come a very long way. And I love it. I love you. Love our little family that we've created and that we're going to continue to create. And yeah, from here on out, you guys will be able to see where we move forward to. And we hope you guys stay to enjoy this with us.
Yes, thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay tuned. We have a lot more videos coming soon for you guys, and this is not the end of it. This is just the beginning of forever. So thank you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to us. Like, share our channel with people that you may know, that you may think like it, will like it, and that will be beneficial for them. And yeah, like we said, we love you guys. I love you, babe.
We appreciate you guys for taking a step into our lives, what we went through, and we hope you guys enjoy the next videos, as she said, coming soon. And we are out of here.
Peace out.
All I see are angels, and all these streets of gold that lead to you.